I'm keeping my fucking hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro. Step out. Can I move my phone?
And have a firearm pulled on him by the Omaha Police Department all in the same day. Imagine that.
Qasim Shabazz is shaken up.
Man, I thought we were getting ready to lose our lives.
Let him know. With this pullover, this was authorized. Think about that. Authorized to pull him over. That you ain't gonna never be bigger than us. That's what the cops sent a message. I don't care what anybody.
Terence Crawford's Omaha celebration soured fast. After a parade and lively party for his win over Canelo Alvarez, police stopped him hours later. Driving a blue sedan at high speed, he was pulled over at 1:27 a.m. The situation intensified when officers spotted a firearm on the floorboard, prompting them to order everyone out of the car at gunpoint.
Stepping out. Seatbelt. I'm opening the door.
You can take
I'm
mine
opening the
off
door.
of me right here on my right. I'm keeping my fucking hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro. Can I move my phone?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Tim Bradley commented on Terence Crawford's traffic stop, delivering a sharp, thought-provoking take. He argued the incident was less about a minor violation and more about authorities sending a message to the champion. Bradley suggested Crawford's rising fame prompted a reminder that even top stars aren't above the law. He likened it to a recurring pattern where joyful moments turn uneasy, as if a great day must face disruption. His remarks struck a chord with fans, who saw the irony of Crawford's celebration being marred by police lights and tension.
Terence Crawford, he on the highest cloud, bruh. In his city, let him know. Let him know. With this pullover, this was authorized. Think about that. Authorized to pull him over. That you ain't gonna never be bigger than us. That's what the cops sent a message. I don't care what anybody say. The cops sent a message. This our city. You might got the key, but I got the handcuffs. That's what that was. Yeah. Before y'all start talking about my ceiling real quick, my roof, hey, it been raining and stuff. Hey, it's raining out. The clouds is out right now. You can see him in the background. I'm gonna go watch the damn car in a little bit once this rain stops. But anyways, back to the video. Oh, man, look. You ain't got no city until you got the police. That's a fact. Yeah. Shoot, you ain't got no city unless you got the police. Don't ever forget that. You gotta have the law enforcement on your side, man. They gotta be looking out for you. For the good, not for the bad, for the good. Yeah. Terence Crawford, it don't matter what you do for your city, man. Bruh, I'm letting you know right now, man. With this incident right here, they waiting on you to do something bad. This dude right here, he was trying to jack you. He was trying to catch you slipping. That's all it was. Seeing you on TV, displayed all on TV, parade shut down and stuff. He gotta be, securing certain points and stuff like that. He mad. He mad to see you.
Crawford's security chief shared a disturbing account of the traffic stop, noting the officers seemed tense, rapidly escalating the situation and instilling real fear. Being forced out of the car at gunpoint during what should have been a celebratory weekend left Crawford's group feeling their lives were at risk. The chief described how the mood turned from calm to menacing in moments, marking it as one of the most unnerving experiences of his career. To him, the incident transcended routine traffic enforcement, becoming an unforgettable ordeal for everyone involved.
Was in the passenger seat, the same man who rode on the float with Bud during Saturday's parade.
Be a man who can receive his second key to the city and have a firearm pulled on him by the Omaha Police Department all in the same day. Imagine that.
Qasim Shabazz is shaken up.
Man, I thought we were getting ready to lose our lives.
Being the head of Terence Crawford's security, Shabazz has seen a lot, but nothing like this.
Oh man, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Early Sunday morning, Crawford and his team were leaving an after-party following his parade. According to police, they pulled their vehicle over near 12th and Cass Streets for reckless driving. That's where things took a dark turn.
And as soon as he said he had a firearm, the police officer that was on his side became unhinged.
Police immediately drew their weapons, pointing a gun at Shabazz and the pound-for-pound champ.
I literally have my hands on top of the ceiling and inside of the vehicle.
According to police, an officer had identified a firearm on the floor of the vehicle.
Reports state that police stopped Terence Crawford's vehicle for suspected reckless driving. During the stop, officers spotted 2 firearms on the car's floorboard, escalating tensions and leading to passengers being ordered out at gunpoint. Further checks revealed the firearms were legally registered and certified to their owners. Finding no other violations, police issued Crawford a reckless driving citation and released him. Though resolved, many saw the incident as symbolic, with critics arguing that on the day Omaha celebrated its champion, authorities aimed to assert control. To some, it was less about road safety and more about reinforcing authority in the city.
With a parade, KETV Newswatch 7's Pete Cudahy spoke with Mayor John Ewing, who requested that the Omaha Police Department conduct an internal investigation. And Pete, what did the mayor have to say?
Yeah, Julie, Mayor Ewing says that after such a great day yesterday, he was heartbroken hearing about the news of the traffic stop. That's why he reached out to Police Chief Todd Schmatter and Terence Crawford himself to find out what exactly happened at that traffic stop. Omaha police released a statement saying that a car driven by Terence Crawford was stopped for driving recklessly around 1:30 in the morning on Cass Street. An officer confirmed that while Crawford was reaching to grab his information, the cop spotted a gun by Crawford's.
Andre Ward, a boxing icon, deepened the discussion by noting how Terence Crawford has long faced efforts to undermine his success. Ward highlighted that before the Canelo fight, critics often dismissed Crawford's wins as mere decisions, not dominant performances, in a calculated move to downplay his skill. To Ward, the Omaha traffic stop reflected a broader pattern of challenges to Crawford's legacy, as if forces were intent on diminishing his greatness. He stressed that such attempts would never erase Crawford's proven track record or the respect he's earned in the ring.
They tried to ruin his reputation and say that he wasn't a draw when the numbers were there for you to see. When he went to MSG against guys that didn't have big names or that were faded, like Amir Khan, or when he fought Kaviaskis, he did numbers. There was a smear campaign about his personality. He doesn't talk. Nobody wants to hear him. No, that you don't want to hear. So you try to speak for the masses when the whole time you have a star right here. You got to learn how to talk to this man. Even as recent as his last fight, the fight before Canelo, the smear campaign continued. I don't hear the smear campaign now. Them voices got really, really quiet like they typically do when they get proven wrong. And they either try to jump on the wagon, I knew this kid was going to be that, or they get very, very quiet and they start to retreat back to wherever they came from and they don't have a lot to say. So I'm happy for this brother for that reason, because they tried to bury him, Roy. It didn't work. He overcame that. He said, give me my shot. I'm going to show you. And he kept doing it time and time again, and he did it again against Canelo Alvarez.
Commentators speculated that beyond official reports, deeper motives may have shaped the incident. Some suggested Omaha's leadership felt uneasy about Crawford's growing influence and recognition as a world champion and local hero. His rise from local talent to a symbol of community pride made him a powerful figure. Analysts proposed the traffic stop was a subtle reminder to Crawford, and the public, that established institutions still held sway. This view tied the event to a larger pattern. Fame often brings challenges, with high-profile figures facing situations meant to test or curb their influence.
Wanted to send a statement because he doesn't like the rise of the Black Messiah. He don't like to see a black person in position of power. So he pulled Terence Crawford over for quote-unquote reckless driving. And as he approached the car, he decided to lie on his report, because as he approached the car, he stated that he saw a firearm on the floor panel. Come to find out, Terence Crawford informed him as he approached the driver's side door where Terence Crawford was driving, and in the passenger side was Terence Crawford's head security guard. In the back was Coach Malachi. and a young lady was on the side of Coach Malachi in the back seat. And Terence Crawford has legal firearms, and of course his security has legal firearms. They informed the officer that they have legal firearms in the vehicle. He then brandished his firearm, pointed at Terence Crawford's face, and then got very aggressive as Terence Crawford got, and his security and everybody in the vehicle, Coach Malachi, got nervous because he started to show the actions and body language of somebody that wanted to do something completely left. And now in the police report that has been obtained by the community and released and leaked, he never puts about the reckless driving. He never puts speed.
Amir Khan, a former world champion, voiced strong support for Terence Crawford, stressing that no controversy could overshadow his undeniable achievements. Khan lauded Crawford's skill and resolve, noting he always believed Terence would rank among boxing's elite. To Khan, the Omaha incident couldn't diminish Crawford's status as a reigning champion with a secure legacy. He dismissed efforts to pressure Crawford or downplay his accomplishments, asserting they wouldn't alter his greatness. Khan's uplifting words resonated with fans, reinforcing that true talent endures beyond criticism.
Crawford's going to win. You see, when I watched Crawford train back in Omaha, Nebraska, and when I was in Colorado Springs, he came into my camp. He helped me out a little bit, but at the same time, I seen him sparring some heavyweight guys. I seen him wrestling some heavy, big guys, and I thought, wow. So I asked him, I go, look, do you have like a wrestling background? He goes, yeah, we're like state champion. So that showed to me that this guy is a solid, strong person. Like, no one can push him around. No one can dictate. No one's going to put pressure on him where he's going to feel hurt, because he knows how to control the ring. When it comes to box IQ, like, his IQ in boxing is probably the best. I mean, he knows what punch to throw. He knows how to maneuver these heavier, big hitters and also take away their power and put his own shots in. So, yeah, he's up there, one of the best ever, really.
You know, as an ex-fighter champion, I'm just curious. We heard yesterday Dana White says he's not going to acknowledge the WBC, IBF, WBO. He's going to have his own belt and the ring belt. And they want to potentially make changes to the Ali Act as well. This is a big thing here in America. How do you feel about, is it time to make these changes and evolve, or are you more old school and think they shouldn't happen?
Ariel, I think it's the time boxing needed to change a little bit.
The official reports and eyewitness accounts of the night's events clashed sharply, shaping divergent perceptions. The Omaha Police Department called it a routine stop for reckless driving, but Crawford's security chief described a frightening ordeal, labeling the officer's actions as excessive and overly threatening. These conflicting stories sparked doubts about transparency, accuracy, and accountability. For the public, reconciling the official summary with the first-hand accounts of those who felt endangered proved challenging.
Police report, but now we got information from Terence Crawford, his own team, and they're saying something completely different. If you listen, his head of security, Shabazz, said he was shaken up. He was like, I thought we were going to get popped by the cops that night. And crazy enough, he teaches classes on how to de-escalate and deal with police officers. So, you know, at least that's what they're saying his credentials are. So he knows how to de-escalate situations and still had a problem with Omaha PD. And the other thing that is different, he's saying that they didn't even know that he had a gun on him, or there was no gun on the floorboard, which changes things. So I can't wait till we get down to the nitty gritty and the body cams and this and that, because now this shakes things up. This is no longer the story we were being fed from TMZ. This is something different. The TMZ article said the cops pulled him over for reckless driving, fair if he was doing it, and seen a gun. And in my video, I said, if those things are true, then yeah, the cop can take you out the car for everybody's safety.
Omaha city leadership swiftly acknowledged the public's concern, with the mayor and police chief issuing statements pledging a thorough review of the incident. They promised an internal affairs investigation to ensure transparency and preserve community trust. While intended to reassure, their words faced skepticism from those who felt the official narrative downplayed the encounter's severity. The investigation's announcement was a key step, but many awaited proof that actions would align with promises. Analysts saw the event as a reflection of tensions when an individual's prominence challenges traditionally dominant institutions.
Really no meat to it except like he's going to do an internal investigation. Everything else felt a little political. Okay, Omaha Mayor John Ewing and Police Chief Todd Schmaderer are aware of a video circulating on social media regarding the traffic stop involving Terence Crawford early Sunday morning. Chief has authorized an internal affairs investigation. Shortly before 1:30 a.m., officers working in the downtown area observed a vehicle driving recklessly near North 12th and Capitol Avenue. A traffic stop was conducted at Cass Street. So he's pulled over because they said he's driving recklessly. All right. While speaking with the driver, an officer observed a firearm on the driver's side floorboard. I'm going to read that sentence to you again. While speaking with the driver, an officer observed a firearm on the driver's side floorboard. That is important. For safety, all 4 occupants were ordered out of the vehicle at gunpoint. The driver was later identified as Mr. Crawford upon verification of his driver's license and was issued a citation for reckless driving. One passenger, a member of Mr. Crawford's security team, was also found to be carrying a legal firearm. Okay, so that's 2 guns in the car, legally. Police have confirmed that all occupants are legally permitted to carry firearms. The police supervisor and lieutenant responded to the scene at Mr. Crawford's request. So he requested a supervisor and lieutenant to show up.
Analysts argued that those in authority may feel threatened by the rise of figures like Crawford, whose widespread public admiration challenges established power. They viewed the Omaha traffic stop as less about traffic violations and more about a clash between individual success and institutional control. This highlighted a timeless truth: those gaining influence often face resistance from entrenched powers. Some public commentary raised concerns about prejudice, suggesting the stop was shaped by social biases beyond mere procedure. While avoiding harsh terms, many noted Crawford's experience reflected a broader pattern of unequal treatment based on identity, not just actions. This stirred strong emotions among supporters who saw the incident as unjust. Regardless of perspective, Crawford's ordeal sparked a broader conversation about justice, fairness, and equality in everyday encounters with authority.
Say that it will not be lost on a lot of people that Terence Crawford, being obviously a black man, being pulled over by cops in such fashion and treated in such a seemingly harsh way, will not go down well with a lot of people, especially in the black community, where, let's be honest, there has been tensions over the years between the police and the black community throughout many American towns and cities. So let's be honest, this incident will do nothing to improve relations between those 2 groups, that's for sure. Because make no mistake, this is an incident that could have gone very left, very, very left. And someone could have got hurt, maybe even fatally hurt. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that, because we've seen in the past where incidents of this nature have ended up very badly. So yeah, there's a lot of people who are very upset by this incident. As I said, I've not heard anything from Terence Crawford or anyone related to Terence Crawford, anyone to do with his inner circle. I would imagine he'll be releasing a statement soon. There are some people online who are suggesting that Terence Crawford may have grounds to sue. There are others saying that he might not want to sue because Terence Crawford is a much loved member of the Omaha, Nebraska community, and he does a lot of work for the city, so he may not want to sue this.
All right, wrapping it up. Stay tuned for more. Catch you next time.